So let me go to the next one. So what are those few things that a women, because Women's Forum, you're talking about menopause. So what are those few things that a woman needs to do for her overall health, overall wellness at the stage we are in, like, a 40 plus we are talking about, most of the people, audience who have joined are in that stage or going there, even if you're 35, you already have to think. So what is that few things you will suggest?
Menopause is a natural process. It's just like how we move into puberty. Menopause is a natural process.
True.
And some sail into menopause without any symptoms at all. And they look forward to what life has to offer next. It's just a phase of your life. Some of them need help. And honestly, there's no shame asking for help too. Because I think we do have forums like this. You do have friends. You do have medical, the industry, which can offer you help. So, and I think menopause as a term these days, if you have to say, be it right or wrong, most of the things we experience in life, we attribute it, I think it's a part of my menopause. Right?
Simple I did things for 15 like years, by the way. I did for 15 years because I struggled during that period. I was one of those. So my reason for starting this forum is because I had a really long struggle with menopause. Pre-menopause was really long, and I used to attribute everything to it. But not because I want to, but it was like that. It was, I was feeling it. I don't know whether very many people will relate to this, because as you said, some just sail through it,
Yeah. So like what you said, it doesn't start just before attaining menopause. It starts well into your life when you're in your 20s and 30s. That's when the journey starts. So if you take care of all those 5 aspects of wellness, which we just spoke about, which is your nitya karma, like in the yogic terms, when we say it is nitya karma. Nitya karma is what? It's just daily scheduled activity, but it's not a duty. It's not necessarily a duty, but it's a daily scheduled activity. There's a big difference between that. Yeah. So if
like sleeping is a daily scheduled activity.
Fitness, yes, it's a daily scheduled activity. And some of us don't even go near the fitness aspect, you see.
That is
no, but I don't want to touch that right now. But yes, focus on those 5 aspects of wellness and start early in life. But even if you're closer to menopause, it's all right. You can still start. There's nothing called, I'm too late to start. You know that, right? So you can always pick it up and you can start and you can still move on. So it's just a nature's way of signaling changes in the body, honestly. Menopause is just different stage. It's a different stage of our life, and it's a nature's way of signaling and asking us to respect that stage, you see.
Thank you. That leads to the next part of it. It's a part of the same question. Women are mostly VP, they are VP. Like I was very VP during my teenage time, and then later on, even in my middle 30s, I can't remember, I was not VP. Maybe for last 15 years, I've started meditation. So my emotional balance has come. So otherwise I was a very VP person. So connected to that, I wanted to ask, they go into the self-sympathy mode or a victim mode easily, and what do you think, what practice could suggest that can help? I already said what I did, but is there anything else other than that you can give us at the stage?
Sure. Meditation is one aspect, like what you said, but not every person can meditate. But it's important to find that space where you are in, whichever field that can take you into a zone where you are in a meditative space. You can be meditating even while you're dancing. You can be meditating even while you're painting, even while playing a sport. It's all about being in that particular moment and appreciating that form of art or form of whatever you're in, whatever aspect of life which you connect with. So I would always say, have an anchor in life. Have an anchor in life, be it art, be it any kind of painting, your sport, your reading, or even those childhood passions which we haven't tapped into. So most of us pursue, right? Our parents put us into some activities. Okay, go for your dance class, go for music class, go for skating class, go for sports. So many activities which we have actually engaged ourselves during our childhood. But after a certain point of time, we give up due to various other commitments in life. But it might be useful to go back and take a pause in your life and connect with those childhood passion which has been untapped into, and let that lead the path for you to come out of it. So like what I said, every person's journey is different. So some may connect with the dance, some may connect with painting, some may connect with the sports. So just go with the flow, whatever you connect with.
I can do dance and meditation both.
You're fantastic, Vasu. You're just fantastic.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that lovely contribution to that question. So again, coming to the main thing that you do a lot of posture correction. So this is related to that. So usually at, when we are 35, 40, our shoulders, our neck, the problem starts there for all of us, So what is this? Does the shoulder and neck starts degrading faster than us, our mind, or is it refusing to do certain things at that age? What happens to that back part of us,
Okay, it's not just the back part. It starts from the feet.
Okay.
It starts from the feet.
Start from the feet then.
Yeah. So it's important to know that the connection part, the connection that happens with the ground is from the feet. So say you look at the foundation of a building. If the foundation of the building is not right, what do we encounter? We may encounter some kind of plumbing issues, some electrical issues. It could be anything, some cracks on the walls. So you may call a contractor and patch it up and get it all done, and it's okay, all looking neat and clean. 6 months down the line, okay, the crack has become bigger, or the plumbing issue has seeped into some other part of the house. And then, okay, you call the civil engineer, ask him what's going on in my house. And then he says, oh, the foundation probably has shaken or something has gone wrong. We may need to add in a little bit of concrete to lift it up. You see, it's all with the foundation. So the connection with the ground, the point of connection with the ground, which is your feet, that's the most important part of laying the foundation all the way up. So we have a few joints, important joints in our body, right from your ankle joint, your knee joint, your hip and the lumbar joint, and you have your shoulder and your neck. So what you experience on your neck, it could be all the way down, relating to your shoulders, relating to your lumbar area, your hip, your knees, and rooting itself down to the feet.
Oh.
So just treating this part may not be a long-term solution.
And we all were doing that only all this time, just treating this part.
Yeah, that's a very superficial aspect of treatment, and it's symptomatic. You've got to go to the root cause. The root cause, when you attempt and you tap into it, I think that's where you get permanent results.
So what are you saying? If we get our feet stronger, our shoulders and neck will heal on its own? Are you saying that?
It's not just stronger, it's the right alignment. It's the right alignment in your feet. Now, when you look at babies' feet, when they just start to walk, they learn to walk, you must have seen them really applying pressure on their toes, observing those crease on the toes. And that's how they learn. If you look at the shape of their feet, they have a kidney-shaped feet. But what happens when we grow? When we grow, we put ourselves into shoes and we squeeze the tip of our toes. All the feet, the tips of the toes, they are squeezed. And we end up losing that kidney-shaped position of our feet. So not with wide toes, but they become cramped.
Yes, true.
And that reduces the surface area of your feet, which in turn leads to the heel arch collapsing. The moment the heel arch collapses, everything else that sits above the joint, right? Every other joint that sits above it is affected naturally.
So
the heel arch, I wouldn't say no closed shoes, but then, yeah, we need to use shoes, but try not to use it at home. I do see a lot of people using footwear inside the house.
Yeah.
But the more and more we stay ourselves rooted through the footwear, you will start to see that the connection with the ground goes away. Connection with the ground. It's important to feel that hard surface to learn how to walk. Most of the time, if we spend our feet on cushioned footwear, I think we fail to understand that connection with the ground.
I remember you telling in one of your posts on Instagram to walk on grass.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so that
Walking
can be
on
done
grass.
even now, isn't it? Okay, we did the mistake of putting our feet in a cramped up shoes, but now at this time, can I start walking on grass or sand and it will start improving? Will it start improving?
Yes, of course. Strengthening your toes, we feel that toes do not play any part in our walking, but toes do play. They're not weight-bearing joints, but they do play a big role in our alignment, feet alignment. So just small things like how you press your toes onto the ground, they actually help you in elevating your posture.
Yeah, I remember you giving us a homework for walking on our toes and see how we feel. 2 days before, you mentioned saying that, just see how you feel when you put your toes first instead of the heel. Yeah. I noticed that. It was really amazing to bring my awareness while I'm walking. And even walking became faster.
Walking is a completely different topic. Now, there is a way to walk as well, which I discovered long into my journey. But yes, there is a way to walk. There is a way to use your muscles. Like most of us, when we go out for a walk, you just go for a stroll. But if you want to really engage in a good walk, there are ways to use your big muscles, your butt muscles, your glutes, engage your core, and even the stride in your walk, how you use your knees. Most of us end up with knee pain, right? When you start walking, people complain, oh, my knees hurt. The typical knee pain that comes with stress on that particular joint, right? So it's important that we learn the right technique of walking. That's a completely different topic on its own. But yes, I can do it whenever the opportunity arises. Yeah,
definitely. We will do that. Thank you. But this information itself is bringing our awareness to our toes and our feet already.